Do you know the real benefits of quitting masturbation? Most men immediately after waking up bring soap to start the day or always put it under the bed. They are disgusting and pitiful. There are many very important benefits that await you when you get rid of masturbation. I will mention only 4 of them, but not be limited to them. But before I tell you about them, you have to know one thing. There are always people who have no sexual discipline or control over their desires, and they will tell you that masturbation relieves them of stress, but they do not know that it is only for losers and causes prostate cancer. It's interesting, isn't it? Their desire to mess with themselves is so strong that they make up false claims, and when you ask them about the sources of their data, they will point to some random nurses, perhaps the same nurses who injected them with the corona vaccine. Listen, you know very well that this bad habit does not bring you any benefit, so stop trying to find excuses for messing with yourself. In this video, I will show you the 4 most important benefits of quitting masturbation. And after the end of this video, I promise you that you will never want to go back to masturbation again, because these benefits are too powerful to ignore. First, you become your true self. Many men who get rid of it describe it as something magical, and you will have superpowers. This is not true. The truth is much simpler than that. You have become you again, and you have become your true self, free of any addiction or compulsive behavior. Confident. From yourself, full of energy, enthusiastic, creative, and passionate. Well, think of it this way. All these things you now want to have but originally had before. A child is born with these traits, but at some point in life, you fall into the trap of a bad addiction that turns you into a shell of your wild self. The culture of quitting masturbation is not just pseudoscience, it is very real. Your brain begins to rewire, and your dopamine sensitivity returns to normal. Once you cut this dirty addiction, don't call it superpowers, because that makes it seem less real and serious. Just realize that you will be back to your true self. Take it seriously and stop now. If you want to reach your goals, your desires, and your dreams, if you want to become successful. Third, the increase in life energy. Men carry life energy in their lower parts. Consider it the basis of your physical existence, whether you are a man or a woman. When you release your energy into a woman, she turns into a living human being. Do you realize how powerful this is? Yet most men waste their energy several times a day, spilling their seed on their beds, which is pathetic. When you submit to your desires, you will always feel empty, sluggish, and extremely tired afterwards. No man has gained energy from masturbation, but countless men have gained energy from not masturbating. Why? Because they simply kept their energy inside their bodies? This gives you a huge advantage over people who like to masturbate. Your seeds are one of the most powerful things in your body. If you know how to use them, you can use them to produce a baby. You can use them for extra energy, or you can empty them into the ground or onto the walls. Be aware of how to use them. Fourth, discipline. Suppose you do not agree with all these benefits. Let us pretend that it is all a lie and that there are no benefits at all. The man who does not practice them still outperforms the man who does. Why? Because he is more disciplined. Because he knows how to resist temptations and primitive desires and control his mind. It is now clear that the benefits of abandoning it are very real. Research has shown that it makes your dopamine levels reach their peak, and that after the incense rises in a high percentage of dopamine, the levels decrease suddenly and severely, which makes it come with a lot of side effects. But even if we agree with the people who undergo it, even if we throw all the research out the window and avert our eyes just for the sake of discipline alone, the man who doesn't do it is much better than the man who masturbates like a worm. Don't forget this.